Akim. I want to start off by giving all praises to the Most High in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. John 17 verse 6, I heard these names in a dream, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And that's what I want to start off giving praises to, because, this remembrance is special. Call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. And double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well, who've been preaching this word in truth and sincerity for over 30 years now up in New York. And peace, blessings, and salutation, protection to the elect and the hopeful elect. I just want to show you guys some things. But Apocrypha actually means hidden, and wisdom and this truth is the hidden. The church is actually it's a hidden church. Our bodies was made by someone. Basically, without human fleshly hands. These are temples and foundation built by fleshly hands, man's hands. But it's the Spirit of the Most High who created all these things. It's through the inspiration of the Most High that we are able to create great things, and cars, and Ezekiel had a vision. I believe it was Ezekiel, Slack if I'm wrong, forgive me, but he had a vision of wheels, rolling wheels, and I had a vision in the night during my visitation. I heard the same thing. If you listen to cars go by, you understood that he's talking about these times right now. These are the last days. I basically seen that face in my forehead, 2 arms, and we're made in God's image. Who they call God, his name's Yahweh, and each nostril is a foot, and he's in a robe, ascending down like a dove in a bodily shape. And that's in Luke. I'm gonna bring it out. You see, you can get the Apocrypha app on your phone. That's what I've been using, but he blessed me today, y'all. Out here in the snow again, but it's all good, because the Most High, this truth will keep you on fire. John 17 verse 6, I came across this on the Spirit one day, just like Revelations 22 and 4, by the Spirit. He actually revealed that one by the Spirit, the Holy Ghost. It was terrifying, but it was well worth it. I have manifest thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. And I'm going to bring up some precepts on this. For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me, and they have received them, and have known surely that I came out from thee, and they have believed that thou didst send me. I pray for them, I pray not for the world. So that John 3:16, I think people love to play out in churches, these pastors, these false prophets, this false Christ, spoke of in Matthew 24:24, and they don't deceive me because I'm of the election. And this is talking about the men that were founded, predestinated before the whole world. I pray for them, he says, who they call Jesus. They actually blaspheme the name of the Most High Son. His name's Yahweh Shai. They actually, Satan's actually coming in all these forms and names, y'all. False Christ, false names. Acts 4 and 12 tells us that. I'm going to show you guys, but there's only 2 names given under heaven whereby men must be saved. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. Talking about his fathers. And all mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. And that's what that seal represents. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world. Talking about the 144,000, the elders and apostles, chosen. And I come to thee, Holy Father Yahweh, keep through thy own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are. And that's in this truth, and bodily, physically, spiritually, testimony. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition. And if you look up that word, son of perdition, is sown to hold back, to not do it, to be comfortable, you know. And that's the devil right there. That's demonic. That the scripture might be fulfilled. I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but thou shouldest keep them from the evil. And listen, this is heavy right here. As thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them, talking about the 144,000, into the world. And for their sake I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth. And that's the thing. Like, listen to this. Neither I pray for these alone, the 144,000, but for them also which shall believe on me through their word. Meaning, our testimony, our witness of Him, and through our word. That's it. Because through our word is the scriptures fulfilled in the Father's will. Because I died twice at birth, and I've always been questioning why, until the so-called holy angels came down, and I'm about to pull out some precepts in Esther, verse 22, and the glory which thou gavest me I have given them. So the 144,000, we have the same glory as His Son. And I just heard the earrings in my ear, which is Ezekiel 16:12, which is a good sign. And that spoke of in Esther. I'm about to show you, Slakia, that they may be one, even as we are one, I and them, and thou and me, that they may be perfect in one, and that the world may know that thou hast sent me, and hast loved them as thou hast loved me. And right here, that name I heard in my dream, 26, and I have declared unto them thy name, and I will declare it, or Slakia, and will declare it, that the love wherewith thou hast loved me may be in them, and I in them. Okay, pulling out the Apocrypha. Okay, I want you guys to meditate on Genesis 32 and 30. And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel. This is after he wrestled all night with the angel. For I have seen the Most High face to face, and my life is preserved. Okay, the same thing. This is out of the Apocrypha in Esther 14th chapter. This is the same thing that happened to me. Innumerable evils took over me, okay, that I wasn't able to lift my head, okay, but I'm gonna try to slice this up. It says right here, Queen Esther, also being in fear of death, so the shadow of death, resorted to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua the Lord, and laid away her glorious apparel, meaning she was cast down, and put on the garments of anguish and mourning, and instead of precious ointment, she covered her head with the ashes of dung. That's that miry clay, that dew that drops from heaven. And she humbled her body greatly, and all the places of her joy she filled with her torn hair. And she prayed unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the Lord God of Israel, saying, O my Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, thou art only our King. Help me, desolate woman, and which have no helper but thee. And now we have sinned before thee, therefore thou hast given us into the hands of our enemies, because we worship their gods. And that's talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called blacks, Mexicans, Latinos, and Native Americans up here in the uppermost part of the earth. America, so-called spiritually Great Babylon, Slakia, Babylon the Great. And judgment's coming for it. That's why there's talks of war, and there was just a trade cutoff of our goods, which is actually spoke of, and that's spoke of. Lord willing, I could bring an edifying video on that. But the nations round about, it's in Revelations, I believe. Esther, the queen, she was sealed. You gotta see it spiritually. Thou knowest my necessity, for I abhorred the sign of my high estate. That's the salvation which is upon my head, just like the seal of the 144,000 is upon their foreheads, in the days wherein I shew myself, and that I abhorred it as a menstruous rag, and that I wear it not when I am private by myself. I was brought hither come near.